Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now January 27th of 2021, and ever since the very end of the Skywalker saga and The Mandalorian Season 2, a lot of fans around the world have been very intrigued about the future of the Star Wars franchise by Disney, Lucasfilm, Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau, George Lucas, all working together on exactly what they have in store. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, one thing about Disney Star Wars is that yes, we do know that as of right now, they are indeed on the road to success here, given that they are already working on over a dozen Star Wars projects as we speak, which, by the way, speaks volumes because that is completely separate from the movies and the video games and the books, etc. that they are currently working on. That's really going to all work in conjunction with each other to make up this new expanded universe. Now, given that Kathleen Kennedy is only working on the Acolyte series with Leslie Headland, and that is it, thankfully, she's not working on anything else besides that, that means that the majority of this new universe is going to have the proper tone in line with the vision by George Lucas and exactly what he's shooting for when it comes to this new Star Wars franchise that they're actually trying to regulate. Now, everything related to The Mandalorian. We do know that the Mandalorian series really gave fans a lot of hope about the future, given of what happened with the Season 2 finale with the introduction of Luke Skywalker in the mix, really showing fans that Jon Favreau is a dedicated creator, he cares about the fans, and he just wants to bring Star Wars back to the way it used to be before 2012 when Disney took over. So with that being said, of course, what's really exciting all has to do with George Lucas's plan for Star Wars and how it involves the character of Grogu. Now that The Mandalorian Season 3 is in the works, Disney and Lucasfilm are focused on their new projects for the Star Wars franchise, where it's best described that creator George Lucas is set to make a major change to the Star Wars franchise by use of Grogu as a character that will have a major impact on the prequels and original trilogy movies. Further, it's noted that George Lucas is set to establish that both Grogu and Anakin Skywalker at one point in time crossed paths during the events of Revenge of the Sith. It's noted that George Lucas has a plan set in place that Grogu meeting Anakin during the slaughter of Order 66 is described to keep a shred of light within Darth Vader deep in his mind that will carry over across the Skywalker saga movies except for the sequel trilogy films. Now further, Lucas is set to make Grogu a big part of Anakin and Vader's life that allows Vader to still keep a bit of light within him without Palpatine's knowledge, and that this is set to be the foundation that will create a big link between Vader and Grogu in the Star Wars franchise. Additionally, it's best noted that Lucas is set to also make a side story within the new canon where Vader tries to search for Grogu in the Star Wars universe in upcoming books, novels, and comics. So let's stop right here for 1 second. Now, Grogu obviously is a very mysterious character. We never really got to learn all that much about him. Obviously, a lot of fans want to learn more about this character because of what Ahsoka Tano said in Chapter 13, I believe it was, where she says of how he was at the Jedi Temple and how he actually got some Jedi training and was saved by, somebody that got him out of that scenario. Now, the thing about all of this is that George, essentially what he's doing with Jon and Dave, is that he is basically rewriting history by including Grogu in the mix to really have a major implication on characters like Anakin / Vader and others out there that are going to be associated with Grogu. So Grogu, mind you, is a very, complex character so far. We do know that Ahsoka Tano said that he's got some dark side memories, that are pretty much irritating his mind from what it seems. We're going to be learning more about this, thankfully, in Mandalorian Season 3 and 4, both of which are slated for a 2022 and 23 release, so looking forward to that. But everything related to George, alright? This just goes to show us that George Lucas is really trying to give the fans exactly what they want to see. They want to see more about Grogu's past. And that's exactly what George, Jon, and Dave are going to deliver within this new expanded universe that's going to have a major effect on multiple, big characters that we all know and love, such as Darth Vader and Anakin. Now, obviously, we do know that Jon Favreau, laid a lot of teases out there and a lot of hints as to exactly who saved Grogu, giving fans a little bit of an idea of who it could very well be, and it really is starting to lean towards Mace Windu, given that they do have a plan to bring him back in Mando Season 4, and even his own TV series on Disney Plus that's going to deal with two different eras, if you will. One of which before the prequels, one of which just after Order 66. So, obviously Disney has their head on straight. It looks like that they know what they're doing now. They're very ambitious. They're trying to really dedicate everything to the fans from this point on forward to prevent any kind of future backlash or pretty much another scenario of what happened with The Last Jedi because of what director Rian Johnson did to the character of Luke. So like I've said before, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.